Hello, welcome to another video. Today we will be making a stained glass image loosely centered around a specific class of spellcasters in this world. As far as the art goes, I have another video which talks about how to make the line art and stained glass effect. I start with somewhat abstract lines and add a few layers for texture, then I move on to coloring on a layer below. I am trying out a new texture this time and I think I'll switch to this from now on, making slight modifications. Now on to the topic of bloodcasters. They are some of the few spellcasters who use both aspects of magic and sorcery as well as unique components of their own. They may use some components such as certain plants or blood which will be expended after use. These are used for things like weakening or cursing opponents, as well as manipulating the body of their target. They may also use items such as a canalus horn as a weapon and gateway into a different type of magic. Additionally, many advanced bloodcasters inscribe themselves with elaborate tattoos of subscript itself, the first language capable of sorcery. Its primordial nature generally makes it compatible with many more aspects of life than what other arcane languages may affect. This unique form of arcana was developed by Radion long ago, and while most races are capable of performing it, Radion harness and perfect it to the point of rewriting life itself on a whim. It's rumored that their elaborate palaces in the Shadow Cross are not constructed of stone but grown from bone, operated by muscles and sinew, and information stored by primitive neurons. While this hasn't been confirmed, it's clear that humans have not begun to master the practice. As far as the heavily modified version of D&D that I've been working on, I won't go over this class's exact mechanics, it'll be a completely different video for that. But I have developed a foraging system which lets the player gather components. This is by far the most complicated class I've developed yet and presents the player with lots of interesting decisions to make throughout all of combat. The entire system needs a lot of work, but as far as it being a dark fantasy-ish, sci-fi-ish modification to D&D, it's very playable, and I've recently started a campaign using it which has been decently balanced. In general it's a slightly harder game, being dark fantasy, and if enough of you seem interested I'll post what I have within the next week or two.